everybody, this is Matthew again here from Nerd News Today at Toy Fair 2025. I'm now in the Trick or Treat booth with Sam. Sam, how's it going today?
Good.
Trick or Treat Studios has been a favorite of mine since I saw you guys in 2023. Excited to have you guys back here. And there is a ton of new stuff, starting with what's up here.
Yep, so this year we are currently working with the Clive Barker estate and his people to do the first 3 Hellraiser films. We're going to start off with these 4 new additions to our Scream Greats line. So these are the 8-inch scale figures. They are going to they'll be out sometime in 2026. But we pulled some really amazing reference that we had access to for the costuming and just trying to make some of the nicest Hellraiser figures we can.
Which is such like an oxymoron. Let's make the nicest looking things of some of the most hideous monsters out there.
Oh, absolutely.
That works. These look great. I'm going to have nightmares forever now.
Right next to them, we got a couple more additions to the Scream Greats line. We have Leprechaun and Terrifier 1.
Terrifier has been in such high demand in every form. You guys have been doing masks as well, which we'll probably see at some point in the booth, but looks really good.
And then right next to them, we have Maniac Cop 2, which is, if anybody has seen it, the first Maniac Cop film has Bruce Campbell in it. And it was a series of 3 movies, and it's just kind of a cool zombie cop antagonist of those films, and just really neat.
Great sculpt on that too.
And then we have right next to them the Brendan Lee Crow.
All right, my camera doesn't want to focus there. The darkness is so powerful on the Crow, I can't even get a good video shot of him. But
So he'll come along with, he has additional arms and he has his trench coat.
you guys can see the trench coat right there as well.
Then the other new ones that are coming out this year are, we have Michael Myers from the Rob Zombie Halloween film. So that one's actually going to be shipping pretty soon, as well as the 3 new additions to the Killer Clowns, Rudy, Spiky, and Jumbo, and the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
Very cool. And some of the stuff over here, we'll just do a quick glance, is some of the stuff that's already out, right?
Yep.
These have all been...
So these are all the ones that are currently available.
That is Scream Greats. So let's jump from 6 inches to about 12 inches.
Yep, 1/6 scale. So this has been our first dabble into figures was 1/6 scale. So we still have a few of those. Billy right here, he's shipping very soon. So that's his box behind him. This is a final production copy. And then the only other new one that we're doing is Leatherface from the first film. He will come with the Pretty Woman mask, and he's also going to have his suit jacket, so you'll have the 2-in-1 option.
Terrifying as always. Big fan of the Halloween figures as well. And now we'll move on down to some of the costume stuff we have in the booth today, which I was really eyeballing this Sword of Omens.
Yes, so, Thundercats, totally a favorite of ours. We're really excited to put together a fun Sword of Omens costume accessory, we're going to call it. But you can activate the light by pressing the button right on the handle, right at the top there.
Which is integrated really well.
It just clicks on and off. Up top we have Sleepy Hollow, so we're doing the Horseman's sword and his axes, and a couple prop pumpkins and a pumpkin pail. And then down the bottom here, we have the Gingerbread Men from the Krampus film. So they'll come as a 3-pack. They'll be posable, perfect for your Christmas setup. And then the one in the back with the knife is actually a magnet or a wall hanger.
That poor little guy down there. Awesome Evil Dead dagger too, by the way, so I want to point that out. I love the Mortal Kombat masks. I gotta say, when I'm watching the booth though, this is what caught my eye, is some of the turtle stuff you guys have today.
Yep, so Ninja Turtles, we're super excited to get to do something with this license. These are our retro plastic masks, so these are just kind of classic half plastic masks. We have full over-the-head vinyl masks that are coming. Down below that, we have the turtle weapon accessories. So the nunchucks and the sais and the swords actually come as pairs. So you'll have 2 of them in the package to be proper, you know.
Proper ninja. You can't only have one.
Yep. And then we have the bow staff in the front here, as well as Shredder helmet, Casey Jones's mask, and the Krang prop, which I love immensely.
This is great sculpting.
It's just a big foam rubber Krang, and who doesn't need that?
Like, is it weird that I want to just rub Vaseline on this Krang and just pretend it's like the real thing, just a slimy Krang?
Yep. And then right below that, we've started into our Fallout license. So these are the 2 retro style masks and the candy pail, as well as these 2 statues. These are light up statues. So right here we have our Ultimate Sam. It is a 30-inch doll. He has high detailed hands, and his head is actually worked off of a scan of the original prop. And he'll be available later this year. In this case, up top, we are carrying on the Don Post legacy. So these are 2 really iconic Don Post masks. This is Tor Johnson and Nosferatu, and those will both be glow-in-the-dark vinyl masks. Next shelf down, we have our 12-inch sculpted line. So this is kind of like a throwback to some of those older Toy Biz figures that they would do. So we have the 12-inch Art the Clown. Right next to him is the 12-inch Michael Myers and the 12-inch Leatherface. Next to them, we have our talking 12-inch figures. So we're doing a talking Pinhead, and we are currently in the last stages of development on the 12-inch Captain Spaulding, or trash-talking Captain Spaulding, who fortunately gets to say a lot of inappropriate lines. So he'll be coming out later this year.
They look really great. This is not what I was expecting to see, but I love them. I love this whole Toy Biz type concept, because I was a big fan of those figures as a kid, and doing them with horror icons, even better.
Yep. And then right down below here, we're starting off on our RoboCop license. So we have Clarence Boddicker and RoboCop, obviously. So these are going to be 6.75 inches tall. They go in line with the Rambo action figures of the 80s. So that's the scale that they're in. And then next to them, we have our James O'Barr comic book Crow. Keep on coming down.
Taking a walk now into the world of Goosebumps.
Yep.
The Tim Jacobus world of Goosebumps, to be specific.
So Goosebumps, you know, this line, we unveiled it at Toy Fair in 2023 originally. These are currently getting ready to ship. These are the final package samples right there. And these will be available in stores all over the place.
We'll make sure we get these mud monsters as well. And the Scarecrow. I never knew I wanted Goosebumps toys until I saw you do these. They are perfect.
And then right below them, we actually have the Bozo license. So this is our 5-inch Bozo action figure. Just kind of a fun, cartoony clown. Up top, we have a cult classic, The Gate. If you've never seen it, it stars a very small version of Stephen Dorff. He's the main character in the film. So that's him on the left. And it is just a chaotic, really fun, kind of heavy metal horror movie. It's one of my favorites.
I gotta check that out now. I never heard of it until this moment. It looks very, very 80s, number one, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then over on the left side here, we have our Terrifier 2 collection. So these are the 5-inch line to go along with our previously released Bloodbath Art the Clown. But next to them, we have the eye-popping art. So he has a little button on the back of his head and his eyeball pops out. Next to that is the costume shop part, and then the Pale Girl and Sienna. And then here in this final case, we have Army of Darkness, our 5-inch line that's coming out. It's going to have 3 normal figures and 2 deluxe packs. So the Winged Deadite will come with a zip line for you to send your Winged Deadite flying through the air.
That is
and
so
then next
cool.
to him is the Deadite Army Building Pack. So this will contain 2 skeletons and a whole bunch of accessories. So you can just kind of build a whole bunch of different combinations of skeleton Deadite warriors.
Classic Bruce.
Then down, next row down, we have Gwar. So these are our final production samples, and that's the look of the packaging right behind them. And this is the all-new collector's case over here.
Didn't have what? Oh, it did?
For you to contain your galactic barbarians in. And right down below, we have our 5-inch Tarman, who comes complete with his barrel of tar. So he's got black slime that he comes with. And then we have Day of the Dead. And Bub here, you squeeze his legs and he salutes or raises his gun. Dr. Tongue, he has a little lever on the back of his head and you can wiggle his tongue. Rhodes has if you know how Rhodes meets his end, you can take some guesses as to what his action is. And then we have Sarah on the end here. She's got her zombie wrangling pole. And then our final new figure of this show would be Mayor Grody down here. So he was previously an unreleased action figure. He only existed in promo materials, and we were lucky enough to get our hands on the original wax and get scans from it, and then got to develop it and bring it into reality.
So that's based on the original. So was that a Scott Henze or a Steve Varner sculpt?
Varner.
Varner, wow.
So we worked with the Varner family.
That's an amazing get.
And then actually I lied. So the last thing would be our 5-inch Killer Clowns line. So these are going to be like a little bit more kind of fun toy versions of the clowns versus our Scream Greats versions. So these will come with like kind of enlarged and ridiculous accessories. As you can see, Shorty there with his boxing glove bazooka, that will fire like a missile. And we were just kind of thinking about doing things like that. So.
Well, awesome, Sam. Thank you so much. We appreciate the tour today. Thanks for walking us through everything you guys are doing at Trick or Treat Studios this year at Toy Fair 2025. And until next time, folks, this is Matthew here from Nerd News Today. Stick around, though. We got more videos coming up very soon.